Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Welcome to my last reset of the year. This is crazy. I do a reset video every month and we are here at December. We made it to the end of the year, guys. I don't know if this year felt super long to you or super short. I feel like, to me, everything just flies by quickly. Like the days go by fast, the weeks, the months, and the year. So I don't know how we got here, but we're here and I'm excited to bring you guys along on my December reset. Last month was the first month where I kind of switched up my reset routine, and I'm excited to kind of copy and paste that into this month with a few little changes. We're gonna change just how I film my goal setting, and you guys can let me know how you like it or not. But my budget with me is going to be in a separate video, which is coming early next week, so soon, I promise. I also filmed that today. So if you are looking for the budget with me, that's now its own separate video, which I kind of like because I can get really specific in it and very detailed with my finances and don't have to feel like I'm rushing through anything. In this video, we're gonna go over my highs and lows of the month, my goals from November, my goals for December. We're gonna do a little bit of cleaning and of course have my content corner as well. So I'm just excited for it in general. Overall, like expected, like I talked about in my last reset, November was the busiest month of the year for me. So many things having to do with work. It was a big work month, sprinkled in with a few fun things here and there. I saw my family a lot, which was nice. And I didn't see my friends a ton, actually, at all. I haven't seen most of them most of the month. I'm gonna get dinner with them tonight, which I'm thankful for, but I didn't see my friends a lot, but I did see my family a lot, and that was great. And then I just worked my little booty off, which was needed, and I'm thankful for that. Like, I love being busy. I love feeling like I'm putting in hard work every day. And so even though a lot of weekends I was exhausted and stressed, and weeknights I was, maybe watching TV, but still working on my computer, I'm thankful for that because I love what I do. I get to work for myself. It's a dream. And so if it takes a month of these really late nights and hard work, to me, it's worth it in the end. So I think December is going to be a mix of the busyness and the hustle of November. I still have a lot to do for both of my businesses, for content creation and for Dream Daily. My low for November, I think, is just being really tired and just working 24/7, not seeing my friends as much as I would like. And then my high for November would probably just be spending time with family and getting to see my parents a lot. Also that I didn't get sick, knock on wood. I always get sick, guys, before Christmas, but this year it's not gonna happen. But people around me, friends, some family have been sick and I didn't catch it. And I'm so thankful for that, no matter what it is. I've heard the flu is going around, COVID, colds, it's just that season. And I'm like trying my best to build up my immune system because I know when like you're stressed and busy, sometimes it's easier to catch stuff like that. So we're gonna do more of this monthly reflection in my daily planner, which I want to show you guys the layout because I'm just so excited. And guys, I'm about to do a giveaway, not on this video, it's gonna be on Instagram, but I'm giving away one of the daily planners of your choice and a brand new Hatch Restore 2 alarm clock, which is a $200 alarm clock. So more details of that on my Instagram. It's gonna be a joint giveaway with my business Instagram, my personal. So go check that out. It's so easy for you to enter, and we are gonna be choosing a winner right before the new year so that you can get this product and have your new year be perfect. So let's get into my November reflection and goal setting and set some new goals for December. Okay, so we are gonna do our November reflection. I have my Bone daily planner here. So let's open it up. Here is my November goals that I set from last month. So before we go over the goals, I'm gonna do the monthly reflection. So just thinking about the month as a whole. So we're gonna circle November. First prompt is core memories. So I'm gonna think about, let's see what happened. I went to Jimmy's Marine Ball, Thanksgiving at home, and Black Friday, Cyber Monday chaos. This month's wins, I launched pre-order for these planners, as well as had a big sale and had my biggest brand deal month maybe ever, which is so exciting. To improve next month, I want to Increase sales, because again, a really busy month. It's really important. December and into January is very important for my business's sales. Get on top of content, not leaving things for the last minute. I didn't get to see my friends a lot this month, as I said, so I want to spend more quality time with friends. Okay, so now we're gonna rate each area of my life. This is my favorite part of the monthly reflection. We have work, personal wellness, social, finances, and hobbies. I'm gonna rate myself on work a 5 out of 5, okay? This, like I said, was my busiest month ever, and I really focused on work. Personal, I'm gonna rate a 2. Wellness, I'm also gonna give myself a 2. Like, I did work out, you know, as much as I could, but it wasn't a priority. Social, I'm gonna give myself a 3 because I did spend a lot of time with my family, and I did 1 or 2 things with friends. Like, I did a Friendsgiving and whatnot, but it wasn't a super social month. Finances, I'm gonna give myself a 4 because I felt like I did pretty well despite going a little over budget, which you'll see in my budget with me. But I bought a lot of gifts and tried to be very specific with what I bought for gifts and all of that. Hobbies, I'm gonna put a 1. There was really just like no time for hobbies in November. I'm trying to think if I played any golf or anything, or didn't do any pickleball. Yeah. Just a 1. That was kind of low. Work, again, kind of took over. And then if I have any new ideas for the next month, I'll kind of brainstorm them here. But for sake of time, let's go over to my goals. Okay, so I had 3 big goals for the month: to launch the daily pre-order, finish the Level Up Challenge, and have a successful Black Friday Cyber Monday. So I'm gonna give myself a check for the launch pre-order. The Level Up Challenge we finished. Thank you guys for going along with me on that. It's always so fun. And then successful Black Friday Cyber Monday. I didn't get super specific here. I only hit like a third of my goal though for that weekend. So even though, you know, that could be considered successful still, I didn't hit the goal, so I'm not gonna give myself a check for that one. Mini goals, I did email automations for Black Friday Cyber Monday, which I also have down here as a project. Read 3 books. I did not, as you'll see at the content corner, I only read 1.5. Begin Christmas content. We definitely did that. And then post 5 times a week on TikTok. Did that happen? That may have happened. I got pretty close. I did post a lot. Between my 2 TikToks, it was probably 5 times a week. So I'm gonna check that one. So then I would split my big goals and mini goals into projects and habits. So pre-order, that was done. Start Xmas content, all by those deadlines. That happened. For habits, 30 minutes of movement a day, no phone in bed, nonfiction, brainstorm, early wake up. These are from my Level Up Challenge. And I got the no phone in bed, reading nonfiction every day, and kind of early-ish wake up. So those are the habits that I did and focused on this month. All right, now let's move over to my goals for December, and then we're gonna set up my month. It's kind of weird starting this planner at the end of the year because it's like the first few months are the end of the year instead of like the first month being January. But if you guys order it, then it'll start in January for you guys. Okay, so let's circle December here. I like circling it and then also highlighting it. I'm not gonna set a ton of huge goals for December because I know I'm just gonna be, again, kind of getting through it and also wanting to enjoy it. So some of my goals may be more personal goals, but I do have a Dream Daily sales goal. I want to do some sort of Vlogmas. So I don't know if it's going to be on just TikTok, on which TikTok is going to be on, probably my personal TikTok, or what I could do is a weekly Vlogmas. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that, where I am vlogging a little bit every day, but I post it in 1 week in the life every week in December instead of every day. Vlogmas is really hard. It actually, the first and only time I did it was in high school, and it was the worst December ever, so I vowed to never do like daily YouTube vlogs in December ever again, especially having a business too. Okay, and then my other one is to ship the daily planners out. Why do I not leave myself enough room? Okay. Mini goals, I want to have a Christmas date night with Jimmy, or a day date, whatever. We're both so busy this month and he's moving, so hopefully that happens. We'll see. I want to buy gifts on budget.
and do a workout class 1 time a week. That just keeps me accountable to doing my workout classes through ClassPass. So the main goal that I can like have an action step for is this first one, the Dream Daily sales goal. So I know I want to do a giveaway on Instagram. It's going to be so good. The Hatch alarm clock and a planner. And then I want to do like countdown either to Christmas or I may do to New Year's because it's a little bit different than other brands. New Year's flash sale. It's going to be like a different sale every day. I kind of want to do that. So hopefully like between those 2 things, oh, and I want to do some paid ads, we can reach that Dream Daily sales goal. So projects, ship planners, that needs to happen by the 7th. Gifting, that was a weird way to say it, but basically buying all my Christmas gifts needs to be obviously by, let's say the 23rd, but I think I'm going to be way ahead of that. And Vlogmas is, I would say, more of a habit. So I'm going to put vlog every day as a habit for Vlogmas. And then I just want to have like daily movement. So even if I'm not working out, like I'm going on a walk and stuff, like I said, it's not going to be a huge priority for my month because it's so busy and I just want to enjoy the month, but it's good to take note of. All right, now the last step of planning out my month is to fill out the monthly calendar for December. So what I do here is I pull it up on Google Calendar so I can know the dates because these planners are undated. You can start it whenever, but that just means you just fill in the dates at the start of each month. And then also this month's focus is going to be business things plus enjoying the season. Okay, so it starts on Friday, hopefully when this video is up. If you ever go off the page, what you do here is you just make a line and this becomes 31, New Year's Eve. Okay, so then I look at my Google Calendar. I use Google Calendar in order to keep track of things that are so far in the future. So my planner, like it says it's a daily planner, I use more for like the day-to-day or weekly planning and my goals. And then Google Cal I use for things in advance. Like I already have to start planning stuff in January. And so obviously like I don't do that in my planner, I do it in Google Cal. And then when the month comes, I'm like ready for it. So I need to start writing out little things I have here. So I like putting more social stuff in my planner too. And like this is more business things. So I'm just gonna fill in kind of what I know is happening. Just to make it fun, I'm gonna use some colored pencils for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Let's do red. Then I like to fill in the little weekly to-do list. I absolutely love this design aspect of the planner. So you have like 4 to-do lists that you can fill in for each week. Like this first weekly to do, I know I need to prep shipping. This week I need to ship and then also ship for influencers, just some deadlines and things. And then this is gonna be probably the flash sale week. I'll add more as we go throughout the month. Lastly, for the month, I fill in these little boxes down here. So my bills to pay each month and I can check them off as I go. Appointments to make. I really just think I need an eyebrow appointment, eyebrow wax. Books, movies, TV, Iron Flame. I gotta finish. Christmas movies, just in general. Maybe I'll write out the exact movies I wanna watch later. Okay, and then little note section if you have anything else you need to remember or write down. And there we go. My month is planned. We have my reflection from previous month and my goals and action plan for the next month. So yeah, let me know if you guys like this planning setup. I think it's really fun. And also know that the daily planners, I think this is the last weekend you can order with free shipping. So if you want to receive a daily planner in time for Christmas and the new year, make sure you order now. Welcome to the most fun part of the reset video, possibly the content corner. In the content corner, I like to recap books, movies, TV that I've read and watched this month. It's one of my favorite things because your girl loves some content. I end my day with at least reading, oftentimes watching TV or a movie and reading, so we know it's important. Like always, we're gonna start with books. Guys, this is the least amount of books I've read in a month, and it makes sense because I was so busy and watching TV a lot as well, but I only read 1.5 books. Only finished 1 book.
and it was the Inheritance Games. I rarely read young adult fiction books. I don't know, I just usually read adult fiction books. But I saw reviews for this one and people say it's like Knives Out, and I love the movie Knives Out. So I was like, you know what? I want to read it. And it's kind of, you know, like a mystery. It was good. I started it in October and then finished it November 12th. It's 377 pages. It's by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I rated it 5 stars. I was shocked at how much I enjoyed this book. So it is basically, they say in the description, it's a Cinderella story with deadly stakes and thrilling twists, perfect for fans of One of Us is Lying and Knives Out. It's so similar to Knives Out, where this young girl, Avery, inherits this billionaire's whole estate, and she finds out at the will reading in front of his whole family. So unlike Knives Out, the girl, Avery, doesn't know the billionaire. So she's not the nurse like in Knives Out. She's just a young girl in high school who's very, very poor, only lives with her sister, like both her parents are gone. And she doesn't know who this billionaire is who left his whole estate. And so what's exciting too is the billionaire planned this whole game, okay, the Inheritance Games, for his grandsons. He has 4 grandsons. He grew up always playing these games throughout the mansion, like these mysteries and challenges and things he would have for them. So he left them these letters, and the letters that he left Avery and the 4 grandsons and everyone else kind of pieced together to become this big game, and they have to figure out why Avery got the inheritance. They have to figure all this stuff out. And so it's a big mystery, a big game. Avery's also in danger, you know, maybe from other family members who are jealous that she got the inheritance. There's all these rules she has to follow. So her life completely changes. And there's also a love story. I liked how I didn't know which brother was going to be her main love interest. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's just, it got me. I didn't know exactly. I was kind of here and there, and I did figure out one of the main twists at the end. Again, I'm not going to spoil it. I did figure out one of the main twists, but there were a lot of little things here and there that caught me by surprise. And overall, it was a really great book. It does have a series of 3 or 4 other books in it. Even though I rated it 5 stars, I don't know if I feel inclined to read the other books. I liked the ending, but the ending wasn't a big enough shock or hook to get me to want to read the rest of the series. And I've heard that they just kind of decline as they go. Let me know if you read them and you have a different opinion. Although I would like to learn more about like where Avery's story goes with her love interest and everything, I'm like, I don't feel like I need to read the other books in the series. I'm just gonna let this one be. I enjoyed it. I thought about it on one of my long drives with my boyfriend. We were driving to East Tennessee, and I was explaining to him this book for like an hour. We had nothing to do or listen to, and so I was like, can I just tell you about the book I've been reading, because it's kind of crazy and I can't figure some stuff out. And he enjoyed it as well, so it was fun to share about. I liked it that. And then the other book that I've started that I am going to allow myself to say I've read half of because it's such a long book is Iron Flame. This is Fourth Wing's sequel, which is a fantasy book. I read Fourth Wing, I think in September, I want to say, and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It's about, I think Fourth Wing is about 600 pages, and I read this book so quickly. It jumps into the storyline and the action so quick. I absolutely loved it. It gives very much Hunger Games / Harry Potter vibes. However, Iron Flame, and I've had a lot of friends say the same thing, Iron Flame is much longer. It's 884 pages, and I don't have a thing against long books. All the fantasy books I've read are super long. Crescent City, ACOTAR, Throne of Glass. But it's giving me Throne of Glass vibes, where the book is so long and it's so tedious. Is that the word? It's like taking me forever to get through this book. I'm only at, when I got to a good part last night, and I'm at 56%. And people said that around 60% of the book, it gets crazy, you know, amazing things happen. It gets so good at like 60%. But there's this first, you know, 600 probably pages of just build up, and it's good. You know, I kept reading. I'm not reading any other book, and so I just kind of force myself every night to like keep reading. You know, it's interesting, but it just wasn't like exciting, I would say, till about halfway through the book. Crazy. I have no idea what happens. I haven't seen any spoilers, so you will get my official Iron Flame review and rating in my January reset video. Okay, moving on to movies. Speaking of Hunger Games, I watched the new Hunger Games movie, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the prequel. I loved it. I went into the theater being a little scared because I don't love a lot of gore. And I remember the first, I love the Hunger Games series. I read the books in middle school, watched all the movies when they came out in theaters, rewatched the movies in like March when they put them on Netflix. I was a little worried because I didn't know how the graphics were going to be now that it was, 2023 graphics. Instead, I just don't like a lot of blood and gore. It's only PG-13 though, so it wasn't too bad. I did have to turn away at some points though, just because I'm sensitive. But overall, I loved this story. If you're a fan of Hunger Games, you need to see this movie. Snow, the guy who played Snow, incredible. Loved it. Like, I was happy for Snow at the end of the movie. Like, he's this villain in the Hunger Games, but I was so proud of him by the end of the movie. Also, he's like an attractive actor, so a lot of girls are saying, like, how can you hate Snow when he looks like this in the movie? But for me, it was like his hard work and persistence, how he went from having no money, his family lost all their wealth, to him like becoming the president of the Capitol and all the districts. Why was I happy for him? I was like, yes, he deserves this. He put in the hard work, even though he's a murderer. Like, I don't know what it was. I just loved that movie, and I love anything Hunger Games related. I hope Suzanne Collins writes more books and they do more movies, because I would watch them all. And I was worried that it wasn't going to be as good as the original Hunger Games, but I was happy to say that I loved it just as much, and I'm excited to see it again when it comes out. Oh, I also finally saw the Taylor Swift Eras Tour in theaters. I went with my mom and it was beautiful. It was amazing. I think she's releasing it at home in December. I'll watch it again. And I want to see Long Live. I need to see Long Live included, so that's why I will be purchasing it at home. It's just, I saw so much more. I went to the concert twice, but I obviously didn't sit super close. I wasn't on the floor either nights. And so just being able to see all the detail in her costumes, in her face, in the dancers, it was breathtakingly beautiful, and my mom loved it. I loved it. 10 out of 10. And then for TV, I've been watching The Gilded Age. So it's a new show on HBO Max. The second season is premiering right now every Sunday, and I'm almost caught up to current episodes. I completely binged the first season in like a week and a half. And it's basically like Downton Abbey, but American, because it takes place in New York in the late 1800s during the Gilded Age in history. And so it's about these aristocrats in New York City. It's like Downton Abbey, where you see like the servant's life and the super wealthy life. You learn about the Russells, who I'm learning so much history. I don't know how accurate it is, but at least I know the names. Like, now I know the Russell family built, one of the main train systems in the country, and Grand Central Station. I had no idea of that history, and I'm learning a lot. And the first episode, I was like, okay, this is all right. And then the acting gets a little bit better. It has some big stars in it. And I recommended it for my mom and brother to start watching, because they love those kind of shows. Actually, they've never watched Downton Abbey, but my brother loves history. My mom loves these kind of shows. And so they watched it even quicker than me. They love it. They told my aunt to watch it. She loves it. So I'm happy to say my whole family is hooked on The Gilded Age right now. And then the other thing I'm watching on like cable, like live reality TV, is Dancing with the Stars. So the season is almost over. I'm really happy with the final 5. I love Allison. I don't even know her last name. She's in How I Met Your Mother. I think she's been doing great. She's such an underdog. And I love all the people in the top 4 and 5. I honestly don't care who wins, because I'm just happy with all of them. It's been a good season. It was kind of crazy with the whole Harry Riley situation. If you know, you know. But overall, I've enjoyed the season. I love the show. I wish they did 2 seasons a year instead of 1. And I'm sad it's going to be over, because me and my friends will watch and talk about it every Tuesday night. But yeah, it's such a fun show to watch. It's really the only like reality TV that I really enjoy watching. That is it for the content corner of this video, and that brings us to the end of this December reset and the last reset of the year. Thank you guys so much for going on this journey with me the past year as we reset our months. If you've watched every reset video, comment below, because I need to send you a little message and just say thanks. But also, I hope you have an amazing month. Let me know also below a goal you have for the month. I'd love to cheer you on in that. And I will see you very soon for my January's videos, okay? We're not stopping here. Like, there will be a January and a 2024 reset video. So make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys then. Bye!